Hello, I'm Bob Patrick from K92. On Tuesday, November 15th, starting at 4 p.m., local participating Wendy's restaurants are going to donate 15% of all their purchases to the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption. Now, Wendy's and the foundation have a really unique bond. They share a founder. Dave Thomas was adopted, and one of his most famous quotes is, "These children are not someone else's responsibility. They are our responsibility." And today we're joined by Julie. She's a Wendy's Wonderful Kids supervisor. Julie, let's start with an easy one here. Tell me a little more about yourself, who you work for, and how you're connected with the Wendy's Wonderful Kids program.
Yes, my name is Julie Vance, and I work for DePaul Community Resources, and I am the Wendy's Wonderful Kids recruiter in this part of the country. Well,
Julie, I do appreciate you spending some of your time with us today. How about you tell us about some of the work you do with the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption and the mission of that organization?
Well, the mission of that organization is to find homes for all children. We believe that all children deserve a loving, permanent family, and that being unadoptable is unacceptable. And so we work to find homes for children who maybe have been in foster care a little longer than others or are more difficult to place.
Can you tell us about what makes the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption's approach so different?
Well, we have a child-focused recruitment model that is thought to be 3 times more effective in finding homes for children who have been in foster care the longest.
And what does that mean, and how does that work specifically?
That means that we search for the perfect family for that child and not necessarily search for a child to fit a family.
And how do you go about helping the kids here specifically in Central and Southwest Virginia?
Well, I have about 16 children on my caseload, and what I do, because it's a smaller caseload, I can get to know the children better. I can get to know their history better. And we search and glean through their records to find possible connections for them. And we try to find people that may have been part of their past, a connection, maybe a relative that was overlooked, or just someone that had some kind of contact with that child. We try that method first while we're recruiting in the community.
And since you mentioned that you do recruit within the community, what are some of the things about adoption people might not know that you'd like to tell us?
Well, I get calls every day from people who say, "I've been thinking about this. My husband and I have been thinking about this for 10 years, and you know, we want to make this step and think about this." And the things that they felt like maybe would keep them from being able to adopt was age, whether they owned their own home. You don't have to own your own home. You don't have to be wealthy. You just have to have enough money to provide for the needs of the child. And it also does not cost in our state and most states in the United States, it does not cost someone to adopt through the foster care system. In fact, there is even some stipends and money in place to help with the expenses of those children until they reach a certain age.
So is it safe to say that if you're thinking about adopting a child, the bottom line is it doesn't hurt to ask questions?
I think that's a great way to term it because, again, I receive almost daily calls from people who say, you know, I would love to do it, but I just don't know anything about it. To them, I say, contact our agency, contact an adoption agency somewhere near where you live and find out the information. Attend a class, attend an orientation where they'll let you know the specifics and whether you do. We have so many children. There's more than 107,000 children waiting in foster care to be adopted in the United States. Every child needs a family. I just encourage people to, if they're considering it at all, to at least take the next step and make a call and find out if in your situation you could do it.
And again, the big event is coming up Tuesday, November 15th, starting at 4 p.m. Go to your local participating Wendy's, get some great food, and help a great cause. It's that simple, right?
And it's a great thing. It's a win-win. You get to enjoy great food, and we appreciate Wendy's stepping up and doing this and sending some money toward the Dave Thomas Foundation so that we can get out there and work hard to find homes for these amazing children.
And again, that's Tuesday, November 15th, 4 p.m. at your local participating Wendy's. Bring your family, bring everyone you know. Wendy's will contribute 15% of all purchases to help foster kids in our community find their forever homes. Julie, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I've certainly learned a lot, and I will be there on November 15th. And I know I'm going to be having dinner at Wendy's. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.